Hello, everyone. Oh, yeah, today is the book talk day. Book talk. I guess not too many people are interested in Nobel Prize winning Korean book because I have the worst viewing of my book talk in English. But I know Mike Young listened to it 5 a.m. So it's for you, just for you. I don't know if this book is translated into English. Convalescent was translated into English, but this is quite long. But after reading, I wrote a pretty extensive prose essay on this book. So I'm just going to read that. Hangang's The White Book is an introspective masterpiece that delves into the profound themes of life, death, loss, and recovery, all framed through the evocative imagery of white things. Actually, hin in Korean is not white. Uh, hin, actually, I would translate as pale. But anyways, it's translated as white. So while Hangang herself identifies as an atheist, the book serves as a deeply spiritual exploration with many liking of contemplative narrative to a form of prayer. This is reinforced by her acknowledgement of the epilogue of 2018 second edition, where she reflects on the transformative power of her writing process. This book was first published 2015, 2016. 2016, May 25th. And it was, second edition was published on 2018. So 2016, when this was first published, she said, no, I'm not going to write epilogue. But on 2016 or 2018 epilogue, she said, okay, I'll write. And at the end of the epilogue, he said, I am an atheist. I don't believe in God. But every moment that I wrote this book itself has become a prayer, she writes. So after reading this, I mean, there's a sense of cleansing because she's a purist. She's a pure soul. I mean, she is so beautiful in terms of her display of emotion and how she thinks and things like that. I really love her soul. But as an atheist, she said all this writing is, in a way, purifying herself through the writing. That's what it means. The narrative of the White Book begins with Hangang's personal grief, the memory of her older sister who passed away just 2 hours after birth. This short yet impactful life becomes the central motif, connecting deeply with the symbolic presence of white objects, snow, rice, swaddling clothes, light, salt among the many white objects that she writes about in the collection. Each object represents purity, fragility, and quiet resilience, forming a metaphorical link between personal loss and universal experience of mourning and healing. Just like the convalescent, the whole process of healing is so important to her. At its core, the book contemplates the infinite possibility that the concept of whiteness embodies. White is not merely a color, it is a fundamental space of potential transformation and renewal. It's like we talk about, give me a white canvas. Why? Because it has all the potential. It's not tainted yet or colored. As literary critic Hyo-hee Chol notes, white transcends the limitation of other colors, serving as a foundational shade that enables all others. This realm of white becomes a metaphor for the human condition, an infinite space where individuals can face their struggles, embrace their vulnerability, and repeatedly begin anew. However, Hangang acknowledged the dual nature of this infinite possibility. White, it can be inspire hope and resilience. It also demands continual restarts, which can be both blessing and a burden. So what he's saying is that, I mean, to receive a white canvas over and over again, is it a blessing? Yes, but also a burden because you have to create. You have to fill in the blank constantly. Through this reflective lens, Hangang connects the universal experience of fragmentation and recovery for her deeply personal journey. Her writing, while sparse and concise, carries immense emotional weight. The simplicity of her prose mirrors the stark yet profound nature of her subject matter as she explores how humanity copes with loss and passing of time. The act of recalling her sister through the imagery of white objects serves as both the tribute and avenue for healing, offering deeply personal meditation on the meaning of life and death. Critics and readers alike have praised the White Book for its delicacy and intensity. John McGregor, a fellow writer, described it as a delicate, contemplative, concise, dense, and powerful. These qualities allow the books to bridge the deeply personal and universal, relatable, inviting reader to reflect on his own experience of grief and resilience. The essays are interconnected, yet stands alone, each evoking a quiet introspection that resonates with readers along after the page have closed. One of the book's most striking aspects is its ability to transform grief into space for contemplation and connection. Hangang writes about her sister not in absence but in present and continued to shape her life. Her sister, though gone, exists within the white space that Hangang creates through her writing. This space becomes metaphorical sanctuary where she can meet the sister, confess her loss, and acknowledge the paradox of existence. In one passage, she writes, "It is not the past holding the living, but the living holding the dead, but the past holding the dead and the dead holding the past." This line in Korean, which is very profound, and delicate balance between mourning and remembering, between letting go and holding on. Hangang's exploration of whiteness extends beyond, or paleness extends beyond personal grief to touch on broader existential themes. She reflects on the duality of life and death, the intersection of light and shadow, and the tension between hope and despair. The imagery of white things, snow, salt, swaddling clothes, becomes language through which she expresses the ineffable, offering and mediative space for readers to confront their own vulnerabilities and uncertainties. The book encourages a deeper understanding of what it means to be human, to endure pain, to seek connection, and to find meaning in the face of loss. What does it mean to be a human? She constantly asks. And she does not give you an answer. Very written, concise, almost like a poetry. It's sort of similar to like Korean, another writer called Kim Hun. And in this book, The Essential of Hangang, she also still talks about how she came up with all these issues and why is it important to her. The book also draws historical and cultural imagery to deepen its exploration of memory and identity. Hangang reconnects her experience in desolate city in Northern Europe, Poland, where the ruins left by World War II evokes memories of her sister. The imagery of destruction and rebuilding mirrors the themes of loss and recovery that permeates the book. She describes the city as a place where fragments of the past persist, blending into the present and serving as a testament of resilience. This connection between personal and historical memory underscores the universality of grief and enduring nature of the human spirit. Despite her atheism, Hangang's writing resonates with spiritual undertone. The possession of writing the White Book becomes an act of devotion, a way of connecting with the intangible and seeking solace in the face of life's uncertainties. Epilogue of the 2018 second edition reinforced this perspective as Hangang reflects on her writing as a form of prayer, a meaning reaching beyond herself and engaging with universal question of existence. This paradoxical intersection of atheism and spirituality gives the book its unique depth, allowing to speak to readers of all backgrounds and beliefs. So she starts out her book by saying that my mother at 25 gave a birth, premature baby, and she dies in her arms in 2 hours. And all that her mom said was holding on to this dear life, beautiful child, do not die, do not die, please do not die. That's her prayer. And Hangang remembers her older sister, whom she never met, but now creating this space where what is life, what is death, what it means to be human. And she tried to fill that gap, and she's creating this space where you could color it, you could answer it. The imagery of whiteness also serves as a metaphor for creativity and transformation. Hangang describes her process of listening white objects, swaddling clothes, snow, rice, and more, as a way of unlocking the potential of her writing. Each word she writes becomes a step toward understanding, way of transforming personal pain into something meaningful and beautiful. This act of creation mirrors the themes of renewal and resilience that runs throughout the book, highlighting the transformative power of art and storytelling. In conclusion, the White Book is profound exploration of life, death, and the human condition. Through its evocative imagery, contemplative prose, Hangang writes, and poems, I should add, readers to confront their own experience of loss and recovery. The book's focus on white space, its realm of infinite possibility of resonate deeply, offering space for reflection and renewal. Despite being written by an atheist, the White Book transcends its author's belief to become a deeply spiritual work, prayer for meaning, a connection, and healing in a fragmented world. It is a testament to the enduring power of the storytelling to illuminate the complexity of the human experience and to offer solace in the face of life's greatest uncertainties. Well, this actually will become part of the book that I'm writing. Um, how to read Hangul from that. That's just the review. So, and I'll be writing more on how does Soren Kierkegaard philosophy interact? Because I'm after reading, I don't know now, 5, 6 books by her. I'm quite certain that she's an existentialist. She'll never say it. And I would like to challenge her. Did you ever read Kierkegaard? I mean, if she did, then wow, a lot of the themes and things that she talks about in almost parallels, and almost like sometimes verbatim what Kierkegaard has said. So, well, Lord bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.